Hi, my name is Ethan. If you're one of the many people that has been terrorized by one Wayne Wheeler, you may want to change the channel now. If not, buckle up with me and grab a box of tissues, because you're in for a wild ride. Today we're going to be interviewing a few of his victims to spread awareness. Let's get started. We're at the first house now. Belongs to Mr. Cook. All the victims today have privately contacted us because they wanted to spread awareness to help get this man locked up. So, let's get going. Hi, Mr. Cook. I'm Ethan. I'm going to be asking you a few questions today. Hi, my name's Fry. I'm the head chef at one of the Chick-fil-A's down by the ocean. A couple years ago, I had run in with Mr. Wheeler. I was working the graveyard shift, 2 or 3 a.m. on Christmas Day. My family was out of town, and I wasn't allowed to go see her parents, so I decided why not work, right? So nobody had come in for a couple hours, and then this guy walks in, peach fuzz up here and everywhere else, but other than that, he was just like any other normal guy. So he walks up to the counter, doesn't say anything for a few minutes. So I asked him 2 or 3 times if I could help him. He kept ignoring me. Eventually, he turned to me and said, "Give me all your chicken patties." I gave him a confused look, then pulled out a gun, pointed it at me, and once again demanded all the chicken patties. So I went in the back and got all the chicken patties for him, put them in a couple bags, passed them over the counter. Then he starts walking away. Then he stops about halfway out of the store, turns around, walks back to the counter, and puts his gun on the counter, and then he slides it to me. He looks at me dead in the eyes, says, "I'm the Hamburglar, shoot me if you dare," and then runs off. $11,000 worth of chicken patties. We almost had to close the restaurant. This guy has to be stopped. I brought the gun with me today. So I'm in a band and I live in England. A couple years ago, a man who I later found out was Wayne Wheeler, was on vacation apparently with his wife, and they were walking down the middle of the street towards me, and I was walking towards them, and I was walking my English Bulldog Rust, and the man kicked me in the stomach, grabbed my dog's leash and ran off, and I've never seen him again. So I'm against this man being free because I'd like my dog back before he dies. Yes, that's me. Wayne Wheeler was the end of my career. I was working the late night, one night in Trenton, and we'd gotten a noise complaint coming from a Macy's in the bathroom. So I went over there, and the door was locked, and the manager didn't have the key. So we had to coax this guy into coming out. Of course, we were there for a couple hours. I was in charge of the operation, actually. So he didn't want to come out. So what we ended up doing was getting a car and hooking up a garden hose to the exhaust pipe and running it under the loading bay door in the back of the building, and just dragging it through the store and sticking it in the bottom of the crack at the bottom of the bathroom door, and then sticking towels around it. And eventually he unlocked the door and came out. It didn't look like he was armed right away, so I said, "Let me see your hands, let me see your hands." And he just looked at me, and I said, "Let me see your hands or I'm gonna have to tase you." And he said, "Oh, well, I'll tase you before you tase me." And I said, "Stop it right there, or I'm gonna have to arrest you, sir. Just try and calm down. I know we've probably both had a really long night. Just try to calm down." He did not want to calm down, and so I began putting handcuffs on him, And as he was on the ground and I was sitting on his back, you know, clicking the things, he turns his head to the side and he looks at me and he goes, "Hey, Elsa." And I said, "Elsa, why are you calling me Elsa?" And he goes, "Let it go." It was the end of my career. I couldn't live with myself after that. I couldn't. My name is Pablo Ramirez. A few years ago, I was delivering a pizza, and Mr. Wayne, no, he did not pay. He took me and pizza and held me in basement for at least 2 weeks. Police came and saved me, but he got away.